Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how to use communication SOAP framework. Step 1, story, to supersize and grow your business. This is the SOAP framework. I've been teaching it for about 4 going on 5 years now. I think just 21, 22, 23, 24, 5 years, going on 5 years now, because it's a great framework for dealing with any challenge, any improvement area, any situation that we want to improve, any goal we want to achieve. It's just a simple 4-step process, and I like to share it once a month as we're going through the different life framework areas: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, and confidence, and communication, which we're focusing on communication this month. And so what we do as we sit down with a piece of paper, I have a notebook for my daily content for this particular segment. And what I do is I actually will write on there what's the current situation, well, not the current situation, but what's the situation, what's the challenge area this month with respect to communication. And I have decided to work on my digital communication, and specifically my digital presence. What does it look like across the board? And one thing I can confidently say is it's a freaking mess, and I don't have consistent branding. I don't have consistent messaging across the board, and I am improving that and changing that as part of this year's challenge. So it's not consistent. It's not branded consistently. It's a hodgepodge that was created over the last 8 years of just coming online and figuring it out along the way. And sometimes we have to take a step back and go back and recreate. So it's definitely time for a rebrand for me. And I will have to go through the rest of the SOAP framework in order to determine how exactly I should best do that and achieve that. I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's out of my wheelhouse. I could spend months doing it, and I don't want to spend months doing it. I just want to get it done and move forward so I can serve more people and make the world a better place, right? So we write down our current situation in one column, and if we're honest with ourselves and we just go about our day and pay attention to the current situation, it's pretty easy to jot down some bullet points about the current situation, especially if it's an area that's actually challenging us or an area that we want to improve. We won't have any trouble writing down the current situation. Now then, we need to, across from each one of those bullet points, what's the desired situation? Because we really want to know and clarify in our minds and our vision, what does it look like when we've gone from where we are to where we want to be? And where do we want to be? If we don't know where we want to be, hint, hint, I'm guilty of this with respect to this branding thing. If I don't know where I want to be, I stay in the loop of where I am, creating actually more complication and more chaos. I know that one of the things I want to do is, I've got a super complicated system right now. I want to simplify that. The older I get, the more I'm striving for simplification in a lot of different areas and aspects of my life. And communication is one of them, right? Nowadays, there's so many ways, and I am horrified at the amount of bots and automation for responses and things, and different platforms, and I choose not to participate in those. If you get a response from me, it's actually me responding. It's not a bot. It's not an AI. It's nothing. That's why some of my responses are short and sweet, or snide and sarcastic. Depends on the mood I'm in, or what gets tripped for me, right? So today we are looking at and thinking about our communication story or situation. What is our current story or situation with respect to the area we want to improve? What is our desired? We're going to jot down some things about that, because that creates the gap. Excuse me. Breathe in wrong. That we're going to fill throughout the rest of the process and the rest of the framework. It's process framework. I use those terms interchangeably. Any questions? Hit me up and ask. If you're not sure what area of communication to focus on, let's spend a couple minutes chatting about it. And I guarantee you already know which one you want to do. You're just not deciding. So pick one and let's roll with it. And then you can always do the next one and the next one and the next one. So I want to teach you the framework and the method so that you've got a tool in your toolbox to use whenever you need it. And guess what? If you use it enough, it becomes automatic, and you don't even have to consciously use it unless it's a really big thing that you need to consciously be aware of. All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.